Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2. I hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So we're going to talk about here, about Aaron Judge, also known as Horseface, complaining about Juan Soto. I'm going to read this article. I read bits and pieces of it, but I just want to get my own natural response to it. Now, the Mets, as you know, signed Juan Soto to the largest contract in professional sports. 15 years, $765 million. Just incredible. Now, Aaron Judge, a few years ago, signed a big contract with the Yankees, too. And it was the worst kept secret in baseball that he was going to re-sign with them. And then right after that, the Yankees made him captain. And, of course, 2 years ago, the team completely did nothing. Only won 82 games. Everybody was very disappointed. And very disappointed in his performance in the postseason over his career. And had a terrible World Series, had a major error in Game 5 against the Dodgers, and that basically opened the floodgates to the Dodgers clinching on Yankee Stadium ground back in October. And, of course, the Yankees were only able to get to 5 games in the World Series because the Yankees were not good enough. And to be honest with you, the American League has taken a major hit due to the fact that the Astros dynasty is done, and now you're seeing this void. And the Yankees have filled the void because they're really the best team in the American League and a very mediocre American League, quite frankly. The Baltimore Orioles have not taken a step forward. They've not spent any money to really improve their ball club. They're the team that could be a real threat to them for many years, but they've not done much over the last 2 years to really bring in veteran players that could help them. Be that as it may, the big team in town are the Mets now. And, of course, we're going to go through this article. And Aaron Judge, seems like there was a real disconnect between Aaron Judge and the Yankees with Juan Soto because not one player spoke out wishing Soto well. So there was not a sort of all hunky-dory feeling in that clubhouse. There were all kinds of rumors that Soto did not like some of the antics of some of the players that were going on behind the scenes, which is one of the many reasons why the Yankees haven't spoken out about him and why he really hasn't said much about them either. But here's the headline from SI, and this is from the Yankees' standpoint. Aaron Judge breaks silence on Juan Soto's departure from the Yankees, okay? For the first time since Juan Soto signed his massive contract with the Mets, Aaron Judge discussed the departure of his former teammate. Speaking with reporters after the Yankees' first full team workout of the spring on Monday, Judge was asked about Soto's decision to join the Mets and how it will impact the team. Judge spoke highly of Soto while also praising the moves the Yankees made in free agency. We'll see about those Yankee moves. Soto's one of a kind, man. He's a special player. I'm excited for him and his new chapter with the Mets. Judge said, but we've added a lot of new pieces here. Cody Bellinger and Paul Goldschmidt, 2 guys that are former MVPs. Now, I would mention, Paul Goldschmidt is 92 years old, okay? He did not have a good year last year. And his numbers have declined since he won the MVP with the Cardinals 2-3 years ago. So he is a declining player. He's 38. And they signed him to a 1-year deal. I would mention about Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt and Judge are very close friends. So that's a big reason why they brought him in. Cody Bellinger was basically a salary dump because the Cubs didn't want him. And they were going in a different direction in the outfield. And they wanted a guy that looked like he was less on drugs than Bellinger does. Bellinger always has this weird expression, especially when he was with the Dodgers. He was on something. I'm not saying that. There's a lot of people said about him. But these guys have won MVPs. Bellinger, that's 5-6 years ago. That's a long time ago. And he went through like 3 years where he was just terrible. Absolutely terrible. And he won comeback player of the year in 23, Bellinger. But his 2024 took a step back. And he deals with injuries, this guy. So he's not the most reliable. And with Goldschmidt, he's not left-handed. So it's weird. Guys are still wanting to improve. Still wanting to get better. Goldschmidt's not getting any better there, Horseface. They're going to add such a different dynamic to this team. These are not guys that have big personalities that Juan Soto does. Judge was then asked about Soto's comments about having a better chance to win a World Series with the Mets as opposed to the Yankees. Now, he did say that. The Mets went the extra mile, the extra 10 miles to sign Juan Soto. Juan Soto is it's cliche, a generational talent. Cody Bellinger will not get in the Hall of Fame. I believe Goldschmidt will get in there, but when you were compared to guys like Ted Williams as a player, you take notice. And when the Mets do something where they sign him to a massive contract, that's letting everybody know that they're very serious about winning. It's not just about spending money. There's a seriousness about winning here. This is what what Judge had to say. That's his opinion. He could say what he wants. I definitely disagree with him. But I wasn't too surprised by it. I think that's where he wanted to be. You got a pretty nice deal over there. You can't say no to that. I'm happy for him. He sounds like it. He sounded happy when he didn't say anything after he signed. He got a good deal. He's going to be in a great spot. It's going to be great having him in town. We're going to be bouncing back and forth for quite a few years. So I'm definitely happy for him. Let me continue, just finish up the article. Judge and Soto were a dynamic partnership for the Yankees last season. The duo combined for 99 home runs and 253 RBIs, while making a run to the World Series during their lone season as teammates. With Soto swapping the Bronx for Queens, Judge made clear he harbors no ill will for the 26-year-old. The thing is that Juan Soto is an on-base machine. And the careers of Bellinger and Goldschmidt right now, they are not. And it'll be interesting to see how many runs Judge drives in. That's what's going to bother Judge, is that he's not going to drive in nearly as many runs as he did last year. He'll still hit his home runs. He'll still struggle in the postseason. And he hits mediocre pitching, but he struggles with the pitching late in the season and really does struggle in October. But again, like I said to start this video, the Yankees road is much easier to get back to the World Series than it is for the Mets, because you got to deal with the Dodgers, of course, the Braves, the Phillies, the Padres. The Mets have a very difficult road in their own division. The Yankees do not. The Yankees have the Baltimore Orioles, who you would think after selling the team, the general manager would be a lot more aggressive. He's not been aggressive at all, like I said. The Rays are a homeless team. The Boston Red Sox are probably another year away. They'll probably sign Vladimir Guerrero Jr., I would suspect. And the Blue Jays are basically kaput right now. They're a dead team, and they're going to lose not only Guerrero Jr., but they're also going to lose Bo Bichette. So the Yankees have no real competition other than the Orioles right now for that division. But the Orioles got to get their act together, because they have a very talented team. They have more talent coming in, but they don't have the pitching that they need to win. And they need some veteran leadership in that clubhouse that knows how to win, and they've not provided that for that very young ball club. Until they do that, they're not going to win. It's as simple as that. That's just from my observation, just going through histories of teams. Teams like the Orioles need veteran leadership to help them along, especially if you're a younger team. They may doubt themselves as a group. They'll have a very good offensive team, but they struggled late in September, if you remember, and they struggled in October to score runs. So that's why it's very important to have veteran players there that can guide this group, and they've not done that. But that's not my problem. That's their problem. But back again, finally, with Aaron Judge. There is real tension here, because obviously the Yankees were not happy that Soto left. We know that. Soto pointed out the fact that the Mets went an extra mile to sign him after they were first told that you're in last place, and they basically doubled their offer from $400 million to $765 million, and they got it done. That tells to a player and to a league that you're very serious about winning. So that's a big reason why Soto said what he said about the Mets and the Yankees. And there are cultural issues with the Yankees, and it starts from the very top with Hal Steinbrenner. And until Hal Steinbrenner figures out that he has to win at all costs, like his father, nothing's going to change. Hopefully you like this video, and of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut too, and I'll see you later.